Hi, everyone, and welcome to the best business, marketing, and basically finance show in the world. I'm Kevin, and with me, there's Seb, just on my right, talking from Slough, I think, isn't it?
Slough, Maidenhead.
Yes. How are you doing?
Around that area. Yeah, doing pretty good. It's snowing in my area at the moment. Is it snowing over where you are?
Because I'm not so far from you, and basically there's no snow. There's nothing at all.
There's nothing? Oh,
Yeah,
well,
nothing.
actually, this morning it's kind of disappeared. I haven't looked outside, but it was
so
yesterday.
There's nothing. You're just bragging anyway.
Yeah.
So guys, this is a brand new show. We are going to get into something really exciting. And to be honest with you guys, we had a discussion with Sebastien yesterday. We wanted to create the best business, marketing, finance show in the world, but we had no name. So basically this show for now is the no name show. This is the name of the show. And of course, guys, I want to find the best name possible, but I thought about it and I think we have a few ideas already, but I really think that's a good thing just to ask you, what do you think about our name? So basically, Sebastien, can you just give us a few names you've just written on your file, and have you any names for us?
Yeah, so we could call it the Wolf Experience, obviously because our company, we have two companies called Wolfio and Wolf Media. So
and just for the record, the funny part about wolves in general, because if you just look at my companies and my names, I'm basically naming all my companies Wolf something. That's Wolfio, Wolf Media, Wolf Marketing, and they all have the same name in it, which is Wolf. So it's quite funny, and the reason behind that is because I love wolves. That's it, and I'm really bad with branding. So basically, I like wolves and I love wolves. So I'm just naming my companies Wolves. So just go ahead. Wolf Media, Wolf.
So one of them is the Wolf Experience. Then we're leading a little bit more into marketing because we talk about a lot of marketing topics. So we've got the Ask Marketing show, or simply just Ask Marketing. Then we also have Wolf Marketing Experience, Wolf Marketing show.
This one is pretty long, actually. The Wolf Marketing Experience. It sounds good,
long.
like welcome in the Wolf Marketing Experience, and that's going to be a great show. Oh, it works.
Quite actually. A mouthful.
Yeah, it's weird.
We've got the Wolf Marketing Show, Ask Marketers, and Wolf Experience.
Yeah,
I'm quite a fan of. Yeah, I quite like the Ask Marketers of a Wolf Experience.
Yeah, the Wolf Experience is pretty nice to me, maybe because there's the wolf word in it. So I really like the wolf in this name. But anyway, the Wolf Experience, the Ask Marketing show, the Ask Marketing Experience. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Wolf Marketing show. Anyway, there are a few of them. And if you like any of them, guys, just tell us in the comments and let us know, because basically we are struggling to find the best name show for this show. And if you have any other ideas, just share it with us, and basically we're going to pick a new name in the following weeks. So for now, the show is named the No Name Show. That's the easiest name I just found yesterday. And we are going to start talking about many different things about marketing. So basically what we will do in this show, what was our intention? When I first started on the internet, I always knew that I had to just start making content. But eventually, when you have to make content, it's quite a nightmare, because every time you have to be on front of the camera and you have to do it really on a regular basis, if you know what I mean. So sometimes it's really hard for someone just to get on front of the camera and talk every single day. But it's really important as a business just to make as much as content as possible. And basically, in this show, we are going to try to make a recurring weekly show or something, and that's going to be about marketing. We are going to make business reviews, video reviews or something, influencer stuff that we are going to just talk about, even just talk about question you may ask for now, guys. So if you have any questions, just ask your question. And I think, Sebastien, we have a few questions already.
Yeah, we do have a few questions prepared.
Okay.
So I'll be the question guy. If you guys are familiar with the Lou Later show, there's can't remember the guy's name, but he asks all the questions. So that'll be me.
Yeah, and I will try to be the expert of the show and just talk about marketing. But anyway, I know you have a lot of experience in so many fields around just video and everything. Maybe you can introduce yourself and what you are doing at Wolf Media, because basically you are working at Wolf Media in my company. And what's your role? What you do on a daily basis?
So it's changed quite a lot over the years, because I've been working for you for about 2.5 years now, I'd say, or almost 3.
It's been a long time.
It's been quite a long time. But yeah, I'd say so. My main role when I started out was being a videographer for the French side of the company. We did a lot of YouTube stuff, marketing, and occasionally we flew out to France and filmed a few things with some clients. But now, because of COVID and the pandemic, kind of being a bit more flexible with the roles we're doing. So I've taken on a few marketing roles, like doing Google Ads and all of that. That's been quite an experience.
Oh yeah, I really think, just to interrupt you for a second, I really think that experience you had a few months ago is really worth the share, because basically we aren't going to talk about this right now in this episode, probably in a future episode, but I really think that this experience you had just using this budget we had on Google Ads and just investing in ads to make more revenue for our companies was really nice, and we had a ton of success about it. So anyway, this was pretty interesting just to see how you have made this pivot, I would say. Like, you've been changing over the past few years, and you started as a videographer, and basically today you are doing many different marketing and even funnel things, basically.
Yeah, well, it all kind of is linked together, because obviously I started off just making videos, but that was linked towards marketing funnels and other stuff to do with YouTube and selling products. And now I guess just developed a bit more into the marketing side of the content creation.
Okay, and do you like your job? The question.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's good. And just recently now started doing videos for the English channel, which is quite, I wouldn't know how to say, like a step up, I guess. Sorry, I have a Lego toy. But yeah, it's been an experience. Obviously, I've started to grow my own social media presence, and that obviously has helped with talking to the camera.
And get more confidence and just get used to talk in front of the camera and basically create content. Because at the end of the day, that's probably the most important thing on the internet: create content. And I think we are going to talk about this in this episode. But anyway, thanks for just sharing, and I really appreciate that you are here, just talking with us and sharing marketing things and just trying to help me host the show. Because basically, this is a show, guys, and we are going to talk about marketing. And the reason why we are starting this is because we are a business. Basically, we are a business. We are making awesome products, and we are going to talk about these products that they are going to help you. They are going to help you run more profitable ads on the internet, create your funnels, and create many things. We are a marketing agency at the beginning, and basically we help entrepreneurs get known on the internet, and we help them just make more sales and grow on the internet. Basically, that's our stuff. So the reason why we are starting it is because we want to just promote our business. We want to just also try to convince you that we are the right fit for your business. And by this way, and I mean, to convince you, we are going to just share things with you to educate you, to give you tips, to give you really interesting tips about marketing, and just help you grow your business even before selling you anything. So I hope it makes any sense. Does it make any sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
Okay. So let's go. And basically, if you want to just receive this podcast, it's available almost everywhere: iTunes, SoundCloud. You can also find it on YouTube. So you type Wolf Media on YouTube, and you will find it straight away. And if it's possible in the future, I really want to get it on Spotify, because it's a nice place to be.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Yeah,
it's a nice place to be with a very nice thumbnail or something.
It's that hard to make content on Spotify, is it?
Yeah, I think you have to be an author or something. I don't really know, to be honest with you, but we'll figure it out. We'll find a way.
Yeah,
so
worth looking into.
Do you have any question just to get started? Because the idea of the show is not just to brag, it's just to give you context, to give you content, and to give you things to just implement in your business. So do you have any question right now, Guy?
Yeah, so I guess the first question or topic would be, what's the inspiration for starting this podcast show?
The inspiration. The inspiration about this podcast is basically that, as I said at the beginning of the video or of the podcast, we have to make content. It's important just to drive traffic to your business. And I heard and I saw a few things on the internet. A few guys are just doing many different content, like impulsive or even Lou later, I think, if I'm just saying it correctly. That's a really nice show, and they are making a really big, long length video, which is probably an hour or something. And after just recording this long video, they are basically repurposing this video on different channels, and it drives them a lot of traffic. And I think that's a really good way just to produce content and distribute the content. And I think that's also a way to show you guys how to do it and how to just produce more and impact more and just get more content on the internet. So the inspiration of this kind of show is coming from Impulsive and basically Lou later, I think.
Yeah, I think it's also pretty good as well. Just obviously, like people like Logan Paul and Lou, the creator of Unbox Therapy, they have their own channels beforehand and they create content, and then they're also doing a side project of jumping on a podcast and talking to their friends about important topics that's happening around the world, or talking about tech or influencer products. And it's just kind of a good escape to just be in a conversation with someone, even if you're like cleaning your house or doing a task. It's a great place to just listen to people and talk about interesting topics.
Or just going to the gym when it will be possible to go back to the gym, because basically it's really different just to look at a YouTube video that is going to last for 10 to 20 or 15 minutes or something. And when you compare this to a podcast, like a conversation or this kind of different content, it's quite different, and it's more, it's better. I think it's better just to listen to it when you are doing something else. It's easier just to understand what's happening, and basically
it's more authentic as well. And there's no need to watch the video. You can listen to it without looking at the content.
Yeah, and also as a content creator standpoint, I think it's really easier to produce that content, because basically that's also something we are going to do in the future. We are going to interview people, and I think that's really easy, probably the easiest way to produce content. If you are scared of doing and creating and making content, you can just book someone that you are going to interview in 1 week, 3 weeks, or even 4 weeks from now, and just make an interview, ask a few questions. And at the end of the day, that's going to make a ton of traffic, especially if the person you are going to just interview is really known or something, if you know what I mean. Yeah. It changes everything. It changes the way you are going to produce content, and it makes it so much easier.
Yeah, it's also like an easier way to produce content, because like obviously like there's people like Gary Vee who work like 40, like they work like 24 hours a day, and they just go into a meeting.
Even more, sometimes it's 28 hours a day.
Yeah, they've got like D-Rock and the other camera people. They're constantly filming in the meetings, and they extract it as a whole video, then they extract it as clips, and it's just little nuggets of information that could be like, it could bring thousands of views and audiences, and that's just crazy.
I think their punchline and the way Gary Vee is just creating content, he called it something like document, not create. And that's the idea of just documenting your life and the things you are doing on a daily basis. And especially when you are just doing this kind of thing, make content with people you are going to interview, or basically talk about the things you are doing right now. It's really easier to produce this kind of content, even though sometimes it's probably also good just to structure the content and make it more structured. But anyway, I think that show is going to be much better in the future, in the nearer future, and we are going to get better over time. So we are going to interview people, we are going to make content, reviews, everything. Anyway, I think you got it, guys. So basically, that's the reason of the show, and the inspiration is coming from these guys: Gary Vee, Impulsive, Lou Later, and I think that's the Unbox Therapy. Did you say it?
That's the guy from Unbox Therapy.
Okay.
Yeah, I looked at his channel yesterday and I saw he's got 17 million subscribers. I didn't know he had that many.
17 million subscribers.
Yeah.
We're not that far. I think we are really, really close to that.
Not that far.
Anyway, first question of the show. What's the first question that we just prepared a few hours ago.
Question number 1 is, what kind of first business should I launch in 2021?
What kind of first business should I launch in 2021? My opinion about this is you should launch the business that you are the most familiar with, or maybe something that is as close as your passions as possible. Like if you are really passionate about playing guitar, or maybe just sharing stuff around accountability or accounting or something, I think that's a nice way just to start making content about these ideas. And just after creating a few content about this, publish it on YouTube, publish it on Instagram, and almost every single where, and also on TikTok, which is a really nice place to be right now. But I think if you launch something around your passion, that's probably the most important thing, because launching a business is a tough thing, guys. It's a really, really tough thing. I started it probably 11 or 12 years ago. My first business, I launched it 12 years ago. And it's been an adventure, a real adventure, a journey. And to be honest with you, thankfully, I was really, really, really enjoying what I was doing back in the days, because it was really tough. I had really bad moments when I was just getting starting, and basically I had no money. It was really hard. And if you are not passionate, that's going to be an issue. You won't last in the long run, and that's going to just fade, and you're going to be a failure in that business that you are going to launch. So I think being passionate is the most important part of it. But eventually, if you're not passionate and you have an expertise or something like you're already doing and living, or you're just doing a job or something. If you have a job, try to find a way to create content. It's all about content every time, content. And just after this, try to just offer your service on the internet around this job. That's probably the easiest way just to start this business. And I think that's it. That's the most important part.
So what you would suggest really is for anyone who's wanting to start a business, is to take, I don't know, for example, say you like making jewelry. What you would suggest to do is post videos about you making it, or talk about how the process of such items.
Exactly. Then, just document what you are doing. If you like creating and making jewelry, basically record the process, record what you are doing to make it, and just share it on the internet. And eventually, after a few days, a few weeks, or even sometimes a few months, or even years, you are going to get traction. You are going to get people on your channels, on your thing that you are sharing, and basically you will be able to offer them your service. Because if you show them what you are doing, and if they like what you are doing, at the end they will be probably they will probably buy something from you. And that's the idea.
Yeah, because there is quite a lot of truth behind what you're saying, actually, because I just remembered a lot of my friends during lockdown, they started making jewelry. And I just thought, that's pretty cool. They're starting their own little business. And then a few weeks ago, I checked one of their profiles, and one of them has like 7,000 followers on their jewelry page. And I looked at their content, and they're just documenting a lot how they create it, the methods, and all of that. And it's just gotten a lot of traction. And this is purely off Instagram, a platform that hasn't got that much organic growth. Like, it's really hard to grow organically.
Especially on Instagram.
To see that they've grown so much and they're actually starting to sell a lot of products is pretty impressive.
And by the way, guys, if you're just getting started, for some people, it's gonna take a longer time. For some people, it's just 3 months to get 7,000 subscribers. For other people, it's probably 1 year or 2 years, or even 5 or 10 years sometimes. But eventually, what's really important is that you like what you are doing, that you are passionate with this thing. So I think it all comes down to one thing: passion, and then document what you are doing. That's pretty much it.
And to stay consistent as well, I think is pretty important.
Consistency is the second most important thing. When you are passionate and when you have consistency, you create content on a regular basis. it should work. It must work. There's no other way. It must work. If you are doing the things correctly with a strategy and you have your end goal in mind, that's going to work. Just keep going. Never give up. And I know that sounds a bit cliche, but it's the truth, guys. It's the truth. You have to be consistent. And that's a really nice point you just mentioned. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Also, some people overlook the fact that every piece of effort you put into something is eventually going to snowball, because say you've created 100 pieces of content and each piece of content you get like 100 views, and maybe that piece of 101 content goes viral. That's just going to snowball all your content, and that's just going to keep snowballing and snowballing, and then all your old videos might get loads of traction.
Yeah, that's the craziest thing about the internet. When you create content on YouTube, on a blog, or even a podcast or something, the more content you publish, the most likely you are to get known, and that's going to snowball at some point. Even if you are just getting 1 view or 2 views every 2 days on one video, if you just post 10 videos every single month or every single year, at the end of the year, that's going to be a ton of views. And at some point, you will have your viral video. And what's really interesting about the viral video is that everybody's just hunting and chasing for the viral video. But by definition, a viral video is not predictable. You can't predict it. You have to just produce, and the more you produce, the more likely you are to just get your viral moment. And I think that's the biggest mistake when you are getting started. Never try to get your video viral. It's really hard to just produce it, and by definition, it's not possible. So just produce content, be passionate, and produce.
I think one also really important thing to take into account is, I kind of talk about this in my YouTube video on my own private channel on Thursday, is you got to also take into account the social media's algorithm. Because when Instagram Reels launched, for example, I produced a lot of content on TikTok. As soon as Instagram Reels launched, I was reposting my most popular content onto Instagram Reels, and it took me over 27 videos before one of my pieces of content reached over 10,000 views. Even though the content I was posting was performing well on TikTok, it wasn't performing well on Instagram because their algorithm had to see what was good.
Different.
And all of that.
It's different. Yeah. It's different. And also the timing is different. When you are publishing your video on TikTok, maybe there's someone on your video at the moment you just publish it that is going to really like it. And at this moment, the algorithm is just going to make it happen and make it viral. But on the other side, if you just publish the same video that has been really, really successful on TikTok, and if that person is not on Reels or Shorts or whatever the place is, that's not going to happen. Or maybe it's not going to happen. It really depends. It depends about so many things. Algorithms are really hard to just understand, and there are so many factors to take into account. It's really hard to get it. So the best way to get known, the best way to get this viral moment is basically by producing more content. That's it. That's all.
Yeah.
Well, next question.
I think we've drifted a little bit away from the first question.
But that's the idea of the show, just trying to talk about everything about marketing, but having this conversation, guys, because I think sometimes it could be really worth it and valuable to you just to share things we are experiencing on a daily basis, because we are doing marketing every single day, and we have private channels, we have our team channel, and we are producing content almost every single day.
Yeah.
So what's the next question?
So question number 2 is, what is the first thing you should make/do when you launch a new business?
Yeah, I think we answered this question. When you are getting started, create content. And there's also one thing you should really consider really quickly. Don't put all your eggs, I think that's the expression, all your eggs into one basket. Basically, when you are creating content on YouTube, and when you are getting some traction, like 10 visitors or 10 subscribers, by the way, so 10 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers, don't rely only on YouTube. Remember that these guys, YouTube can really cut you off overnight. Like if they don't like you, if your videos are bad, or if you are just saying fuck or something in your videos, that could be an issue for them. And eventually, if they want to just get you out of the place, out of the platform, they can do it. So if you have this in mind, you just have to keep it in mind really every single day. And you have to remember that the best way to be really secured about this is basically by taking these people who are just following you on social media, on YouTube, Instagram, everywhere, and try to get informations about them and try to catch their information by just creating a mailing list. So that's my idea behind that. Try to create your mailing list, because as we say in the marketing world, money is in the list. The more subscribers you have on your mailing list, the more money you're going to make in the long run. And especially if you have a problem with YouTube or Instagram or whatever, you can change and pivot to anything else. Yeah. So I think that's a really, really important topic.
Well, I guess the next follow-up question to that is, how would you as a business get people to sign up to your mailing list?
The best way just to get someone to sign up to a mailing list is to offer something. Like, look at this podcast. In the nearer future, what we're going to do is basically offer you stuff, offer you things like a free trial to Warfare, our platform. We can also offer you some free guides, free presets like you are doing on your channel, and basically find something in your business that you can offer for free to someone who's just following you on YouTube, Instagram, or whatever the place, and offer them that piece of information, of content, and just ask for an email address and the first name. That's it.
Yeah, like one of the things we do on our French channel, because we've got over, I think we're just about to hit 4,000 subscribers on the French channel. We've started reproducing French content, and what we're starting to do now is implement free ebooks. So when we're talking about a topic like we've just done last week, we've also created an ebook for our followers to download. And in order for them to access that and download it, is they have to enter in their name and email. And that potentially turns into customers, because we produce a lot of content talking about marketing related topics on how to sell stuff online. And people find that on YouTube, and then they'll watch one of our videos, then they might watch one of our newest videos. And it just turns into a huge funnel where they enter in their information because they find our content valuable. And they just want to create a lot more. Their main reason for coming is because they want to achieve something, and we provide the value for that, and they enter their information, and then eventually they'll turn into a customer.
Yeah, you nailed it. Seriously, that's exactly the same. That's exactly the thing I just wanted to share with you. And maybe I can just share with you my screen, because just to show you how it works for the landing page, because you are going to offer this thing on a landing page. I'm just going to open this on my laptop and try to share it with you guys. But the idea, as I said, is just to offer something. And there's one thing that is really interesting to create when you are just making content. If you don't have any gifts or anything to offer, you can turn your episode, your video, into something like a spreadsheet or some information, a document like a PDF, where you'd summarize every single thing you've said in one of your video. I'm going to share with you an example, so it will make sense straight away. Just give me a sec. Where's the video I just shared with you? Because we've made a page. I think that's yesterday. This was with Mylis. Yeah, it's a really nice page, actually. Where's the page?
While you do that, I'll just talk to the guys, go ahead. To viewers. But yeah, you can literally do this with anything you want. If you're talking about a video topic on how to work efficiently from home, you could just create an ebook. If you're doing something on Photoshop or a video editing software, you could create a free preset, and then it just makes everyone's lives a lot easier because they download your preset and they can use it. And in return, you just get their email, and in the future, you can sell them a product. So gathering...
Exactly it, yeah.
So gathering emails is just one of the most important things you can do really in business, because once you've got their email, you can send them emails of your new videos, send them emails of a new product you're launching. Just there's so many opportunities to get in contact
with anything.
Them.
Any communication will matter. Yeah, it's really powerful. It's just how businesses have been growing over the past 10 or 20 or even 30 days. It's on their mailing list, on their customer list, and that's how you grow a business. Really, really grow a business. So just in front of you, I'm going to share with you the video we've been making with Mylis. So basically, that's in French, guys. Just here. So there's a video. I'm just going to mute the video. There's a video of Mylis just talking about a subject that's basically the 5 tips you should really use on a funnel page. And within the video, she's just sharing so many things about these tips to make your funnel page really powerful. And at the end of the video, what we are going to do is really cool, guys. We just offer them to the viewers. We offer them this guide just here. And basically, we just give them a link in the description just around here. And when you click on the link as a viewer, you would land on this page. And this page is basically offering you this guide for free. And when you click on get the file, you just type your first name, your email address, and then you get the guide straight away. And that's really cool, guys. And basically, that's one of the most important things you should do right now in your business if you are not doing it. And for this, we are going to offer you one really cool software. And that's probably going to be in the next following episode, because that's not ready in English for now, but really soon you will be able to use this software we have been creating just to gather your contacts information and communicate with them. But anyway, that's for later in a future episode. So that's just to share you with the idea. Offer something like a free guide or a free video or a free course or even a free webinar or something that's really, really, really powerful. Summarize your video and offer something.
Very powerful tool.
Yep, I think that's pretty, yeah, that should be a really nice episode for now. And I'm just looking to the notes and the time because it's already 34 minutes.
34 minutes has gone by quite fast.
Yeah, it's going really fast, actually. So I think we nailed it, guys. That's our first episode. And basically, I'm just searching for my notes because I can't find them anymore. Okay, that's here. So I think just to wrap up this episode, launch your business if you haven't started it yet. That's really, really key. And especially with the COVID-19 kind of situation we have right now, that's the thing to do. You don't have any choice. You have to start it, especially if you have a passion. It's gonna take for some people longer than the others, but eventually, if you share the things you like and if you are passionate about it, that's going to work for you. So anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed it. I don't know about you, Sebastien. What do you think about the episode? Did you like doing it? And even if it's
I thought it was fun.
Yeah, it's pretty new to us. It's the first one.
It was good though, because obviously we had a few topics planned out and we've kind of pivoted quite a lot throughout each topic, and we didn't speak about everything we were going to, but I think we've brought quite a lot of value on the topics we've spoken about and gone a bit more in depth, which is pretty good. Yeah,
I really hope, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this. So, of course, if you enjoyed the episode, go on our YouTube channel, Wolf Media, and if you are looking to this video on our YouTube channel, like the video just below and subscribe to the YouTube channel, because basically, guys, this show is just getting started. And next week, and probably over the past few months, we are going to produce more of these conversations. So thanks, Seb. See you later.
Thank you. Thanks, Kevin.
Yep. See you later, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye-bye.